Alright. Alright. Content warning. This is a horror game. It is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need to follow up to content warnings. Say the princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on the rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why is she in the basement?
You're here to slay her.
Oh, okay.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Hey, Darkness! I am being a fake VTuber. My stuff is not working. My face tracking ain't working. I think it's because I have new internet, so all my IP addresses are all fucked up. But yeah, how you doing, Darkness? 24. Oh my god, exactly 2 years, Darkness. I'm doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Suddenly continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. Yeah, I know, but you've been subscribed now for 2 years. Almost 3 years you've been following.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Your leaf is red. I think just
an
since
end
now,
to her.
24 months. I think that's literally just happened, Darkness. Oh, Jesus, aren't you in class? Get on my level. Yeah, Jesus, how many hours have you watched me for? Damn. Fake husband.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Are we?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Why is my hand, like, evil looking? Why do I look like a
And
monster?
before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
To be fair, I didn't have the Streamlabs bot, when he first started watching me. His would probably be a lot higher if I'd had it from the start.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
No, but only if she leaves the cabin. What if she never leaves the cabin?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I will slay her. Killing a princess is her back and someone else's. Forget about doing this. We can say that maybe I'm okay with the wedding. Some sort of reward. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
What do you think, Darkness? Should I trust the
Each
princess?
and every one of us is doomed.
Or do I just kill her straight up?
Sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, we're gonna proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
There's a knife. I want the knife.
The floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
I want the knife.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yes, I want the pristine blade.
Is your implement.
Yes.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, I will take the blade. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yeah, I gotta be prepared for anything. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, am I gonna be doing her a favor by killing her? That sounds good.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Oh.
Who's there?
As kind of an evil bitch voice, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of feel more inclined to slay her now after hearing her voice.
She sounds dangerous.
She
It's almost
does.
as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why is the other chain not on her?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Shut up, hero.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
She kind of sounds like a bitch, I'm gonna be honest.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Does she have some sort of magical power I'm not aware of?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She definitely sounds evil.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm gonna slave the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep.
Why do
into
I
her
look so
heart.
evil? People can't be evil? No, she definitely sounds hot. Not hot. She definitely sounds evil is what I was gonna say. I look evil, though. Why am I like a feathered monster?
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to
She sounds like an
wonder,
evil bitch.
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Uh-oh.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Interesting.
It's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Yeah, that was definitely too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
Hyper Psychic, I killed a princess. She sounded like an evil bitch, so I killed her. No, she's I think I'm corrupted. I had like feathers and weird mutated looking skin. I think I'm the corrupted one.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
Why?
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's
Why
no
do I
coming
not
back from
believe
that.
this guy?
You lean down and place your hand
Look at my
against her
arm.
neck,
I'm
holding your
definitely
breath as you
corrupted.
search for a pulse. even though you know
My
you're not
fucking
going to find
nails.
one.
With this hand mouse.
We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat.
She's not
Followed by
dead.
another.
I failed to slay the princess,
And another.
guys. I'm a failure.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side.
What?
The shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here.
Just...
It's too late for that now.
Uh-oh.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
I told you she was evil! I'm not attracted to the evil princess. I said hot because that's what you were saying.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
What do you mean I hesitated?
It doesn't matter.
Hey,
you managed to take her
actively!
with
I'm
you.
slaying a princess, but she killed. I think she's killed me as well. I think I failed.
For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Rip. Wait, why is there a chapter 2? I thought I was
You're
dead.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
I'm sorry, how's...
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I'm sorry, how's this chapter 2?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, actively. I hope your cat gets fair. Just go with it. I'm very concerned. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Okay, well this time we're not gonna
If
die.
he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it
Oh,
that
the
way.
hero remembers.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
Voice of
She's
the
just trying to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Who is the cheated?
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear.
Yeah, we're not gonna check for a
You were
pulse this
made for
time.
this job. You'll do just fine.
Okay, proceed to the cabin. We'll do
Oh,
fine this
warning.
time. Hydrate.
Before
Oh,
you
no.
go any further.
My VTuber is broken. Why are you hydrating me? Great, you've broken it.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Only takes 3.
We know what to look
Can't
out
believe
for
you guys
this
have like
time.
nailed it down to how
We
many
know
it
to be
takes.
careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay, we're gonna proceed to the cabin. Do I get a different weapon this time, or is it just the dagger again?
The interior
Oh.
of the cabin is a jagged mess of
the
warped
fuck?
wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a
Can I check
pointed
the mirror?
table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
There's a mirror
Isn't
here.
much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand
What the
against
fuck?
the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'm so also, why am I a dragon?
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us.
I do have claws. I think I'm a
hate this
dragon.
place.
I'm gonna call myself Frost.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Yeah, no, we've seen the mouse
The
porn.
door
I've been
to the
pointing it
basement
out.
creaks
Oh, I've got the
open,
dagger this time.
revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and
I've been
violently
commenting
jammed
on it a
into
few
the wall.
times.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
I'm concerned about what the princess is gonna be like.
Slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
Damn right, cheated.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is
Yeah,
something
don't trust
so
that bitch.
wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to
The only
put
thing
on
I
an
see something
act
very
and
bit
stuff.
distinguished is your broken model because I'm blind. Damn. Alright, let's go stab her.
As you descend the final
The
step,
fuck
the
is this
form of the
basement?
princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Damn right I am.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
No, I'm not, bitch. I'm here to kill you. I'm not exploring. I don't care what you can say. Killing her.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those
I can't.
hands. I don't trust her for a second.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal sliding
This
through meat.
bitch!
Me. Not ours, right?
Hers at first, then yours.
Hehe.
God damn
Ow,
it.
What did she even hit us with?
You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh,
What the
where the
fuck?
blade had been nestled just a moment ago.
What the fuck?
It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra
Ew, what
metallic
the
limb.
hell is wrong with her? Ah, darkness already got that for me.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
That's damn right cheated.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, next time I'm throwing the knife.
You're on a path in the woods.
What the
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered
the
sheet
fuck?
metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Shush your psychic.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Cheated as W. It's
The
true.
circle's getting smaller. and
Wait, who's
smaller.
hunted?
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. Good. It's better that way.
We got
Without
two
a
new
fight,
voices?
No one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
I think I've got schizophrenia, guys.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world
Oh.
is damned to destruction.
That's not good.
Right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade.
No, there's a
perched-
mirror.
Take it. Okay, sure. You
Oh,
take
okay.
the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to
I
keep
want to
our
look in the
senses
mirror.
sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Is the door the mirror?
It isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Okay, we're gonna wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before.
Shut up, stubborn.
I care about it even less now.
I don't
Guess
give a
it's
fuck
time
about
for
you,
us to
stubborn.
see her again.
I like cheated. I don't
Just
like
stay
stubborn.
focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic.
Did I just die?
An unintentional
Did I
and
just
unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Did I just fucking fall to my death?
Your body
no, I'm
tumbles
okay.
onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry
Can I
smile.
throw my knife?
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
She's gonna catch it and fuck you up.
Pride
God damn
makes us
it.
dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short
What
by the wet
the
sound of slicing
fuck?
meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves.
The fuck is this
Chain
bullshit?
clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're gonna have to step up a little bit. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're gonna appeal to her authority. We're going to unconditionally surrender. We're gonna flirt. She has swords for arms. When we don't, we're panicking. Despite killing us, let's beat her. All these ideas suck. Think of something
Yeah,
better.
That's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
God, her fucking arms.
She skewers you.
Ah. I thought I'd have a bit more time.
Ow.
That I thought maybe it would actually give me more options, but she kind of just killed me. We're just gonna pretend that run didn't exist. We're just
What a
that
surprise.
chapter 3 didn't happen, guys. We're just this is
Yeah. We don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Your Honor, No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Uh-oh.
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead?
I'm
Are
not a
we
fan of her
alive
arm
again?
sleeves.
How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
Why am I getting things thrown at me? Rude.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Road to the worst ending. I'm trying my best, guys.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to
Gotta
keep
get the
fighting.
stacks. Gotta stack.
I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Yeah, I like cheated.
Okay, plan now.
Voice of the skeptic. We just gotta kill her.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory, god damn it, your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the complex that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Why did I stab myself?
That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
Did I miss the best option?
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
I didn't give her the look. What do you mean the look?
She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic. Flee.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
I had a good one apparently.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Yeah, I agree with Voice of the Cold. Just detached from reality.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right.
One last time. That's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to
She will not listen to reason. Fuck off, opportunist.
skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Mutually assured destruction. That sounds like a great plan.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
What?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot.
What if we just don't go into the
Like
cabin?
Besides, what better way to die so very many
Oh,
times?
this is the
than at
voice of the
sharp
simp.
hands of a beautiful
Fuck off,
woman?
simp.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Voice of your husband.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here?
This isn't good. This is...
Yeah.
Oh, I
leave it to
accidentally
the
skipped something.
pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined
Oh, shut up,
final
simp.
encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Smitten is my least favorite.
Fine by me.
You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... It's fine. I'll just shut up
Oh.
then and speed this whole thing along.
I didn't mean to.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Is it more arm sleeves?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin
Oh.
twists, splitting into
Oh,
red
no.
gleams of raw meat as it stretches and tears.
Oh no.
Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
That's
All that remains
horrific.
in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Okay, this guy needs to shut up. We could do without this guy.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
You shut up too, stubborn.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I don't think we can grab her without her. I just don't think we can grab her, Contrarian.
That looked painful.
It probably wasn't.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
We stab her in the heart, not in the back.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Agreed.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
All right,
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Oh. Oh?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Oh, water and steel. Master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. Both strikes are lethal, neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. It's a good ending, guys! I got a good ending! I did it! I did the good Oh. You're not going to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and has left something else in her place. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It's you. It's you! You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Gift of is that the is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you the princess? Do you know what the world's beyond this place? Are you the princess? What happens now? Attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Scene of the world.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling.
Oh
and
god, you're so
unlimited.
pedantic. I don't even know if pedantic's the right word, but I'm saying it anyways.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Nice. Ooh, a sharp vessel. Bring the razor full to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
The real
and
Slay
at
the
the
Princess
end of that
starts here.
path
You'll know when
is
you
a
see it.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab. Okay.
Seriously? You're
I'm just
going
gonna
to
leave.
turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I don't, but I'm going away from the cabin. The world cannot end if she stays in the basement. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes.
What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
I don't
How
want to go
convenient.
to the cabin.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're
Leave.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Quietly continue down the
Your
path.
silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition
Seriously,
or
dude.
astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
No. Oh, I don't have a choice. Well, I guess I'm gonna start walking in a different direction again, but I'm gonna just keep tripping. Yes.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Guys, I'm gonna let you all die to the princess, but it's fine.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Is the cabin following me?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
The cabin's
Glimpses
stalking me,
of
guys.
Familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus
Oh,
on your
God.
surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of
The cabin's
light.
multiplying, guys.
In every
Oh,
direction,
no.
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of
What?
paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you
What
need
if I
to
just
be.
sit and not move?
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't
Everyone's
just
becomes
wander
a
off into the
cabin.
forest in
You're all
search of
cabins
certain death.
now.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Ooh, chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Is this a
And
wall?
in the basement of that cabin
Have you locked me
is a
in here, narrator?
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Narrator, what is
it
this?
will
Are we in
be
the Hunger
end
Games?
of the world.
I can't run away from the cabin. Then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
Oh, that's clever. A little boring, though.
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
All right, so it's
Oh, we got
decided.
contrarian this time.
Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing.
My choice gave me the contrarian.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Things getting fuzzy.
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
I've got hair growing over my eyes, guys. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memories return. There's a different rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Ooh, it's the hands. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back, not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. Wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Denial. Return to your destination path or face the Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
They got
path
mad at me,
is a
the
cabin.
feelers.
You're here.
Okay, we're going to the cabin.
You make your way up. We're not going to ignore
Yeah, we're going to the cabin.
the interior of the blade.
Okay, we're gonna take the blade
You take the
to the basement. We're not gonna feel her pulse this time.
door to the pub.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it."
Shut up, bitch. Hang down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk. She's focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me?
Step
or something?
forward.
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably chained up. So,
She's unarmed.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without. You feel flesh.
this is it. Do you actually?
It's like
She's yeah, but it's over. Is it over?
So I can't see those anymore.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
It's over. Perfect.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs.
We did it. She didn't kill
closing
us.
the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
No, we did the best thing. She didn't stab
You
us
did
this
kill
time.
someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. but it was for the greater good. One of these
We
days
did
that
it.
will
We
sink
saved the
in
princess. We
and help
won.
ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get
Did
out
it,
of here.
guys.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
What?
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front
What?
of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Why?
Happened?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good.
No.
Everyone is happy.
No.
You'll be happy.
I'm not happy. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the
This isn't
world.
an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past.
Can I go be happy
No.
with everyone else? I don't want to be here.
This is the beginning of eternity.
No.
Your reward.
No.
This
I
is
don't
what's
like
best
this.
for everyone.
No.
Trust me.
Oh, it's because I'm the monster, isn't it? They wanted to send me away.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
No, I'm not happy.
You've never been happier.
I'm not happy.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Hell no.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh, do we have to kill ourselves?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
I mean, with how stiff you are right now, I'm not surprised.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place.
This is
to
not a wonderful
end.
place. I'm
Do
not
you not?
happy.
There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place.
This is not happy.
Is this not a good enough reward for saving
At
the
least
world?
give me, like,
An
video games
eternity
or
of
something, or
bliss?
books.
You ingrate.
I got nothing here. I've got a singular table.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Nice.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Bye. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
No!
is a cabin. And
No!
in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Let me out! Let me out of this hell!
You're here to slay her. A warning. She will lie. She won't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a problem.
Oh. We got Voice of the Cold as our second one this time.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
Honestly,
Cobwebs
I like
fluttering
this
the
cabin
corners.
more.
You
I
can
wouldn't
hear
mind
wind
spending
whistling
eternity in this
outside,
cabin.
banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table
The
with a
cabin.
pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach
And it's the
forward
wall.
and rub your hand, but and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Alright, to
You
take the blade.
the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Down the stairs.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here.
Naturally.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
She's dead?
As you descend
Yay!
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
Nice.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath.
She's a ghost! Ghost princess!
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you.
How do I
followed
kill a
by
ghost?
mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
That's true, I do need a vacuum.
Ghost!
Oh. Wow.
I like Voice of the Cold.
Absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Have you not seen any horror movies, Voice of the Cold? Ghosts can definitely kill you.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your
Stab,
knees
stab,
as she
stab.
circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal.
This is my favorite
formless,
princess.
Yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across
She's
you.
seducing me up.
So she has a body, and she's right there.
Please give me a
That
call.
means we could kill
I'm
her.
at it! How's it going? I'm
If
slaying
we
a
wanted
ghost. I'm Ghost Hunter. I'm gonna wait and see. I like this princess.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here
Mythic
for something else?
seducer. You want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself? Sadistic revenge fantasy, because I already did that. Maybe I can make it up to you. The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy, my enemies, my friend. Let's team up. I wind up having to talk to you again. I wind up slaying you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you do? If I killed you, this cabin. They teleported. I guess I should tell you. I was sent to kill you. I'm going to end the world. I was told you're going to end the world. Clearly saying, my team, my ideas, thoughts. Really dead, and there isn't much for me to do, I guess. Guess I'll get going.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was
You're playing a horror game that isn't a horror game? It's not a horror game.
When you obviously had stabbed
Why is my
me
ball
in
not
the
moving? Because it's broken. I want to say obviously I was here to kill you, but apparently I can't.
But it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer.
Yeah, I'm also dead.
Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
What do you want from me?
I just want the same thing I've always wanted. To go home. But this place won't let me go. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place. Even the spaces between the walls. But I never
She's your
found anyone.
soulmate.
I always wound up right back here.
She's only a soul, not a mate.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting
Well,
if we make a choice.
I'm a box now. This was Stranger Things further.
I'd like to find
Oh my gosh, screaming.
So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not.
Fucking jump scare.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that
Knock,
happen.
knock, knock.
It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
No! I'm not in the States. The FBI can't get me.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
No. The answer is no.
I see. So that's how it's going to be. That makes me sad. I guess we'll have to fight then.
Oh.
The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along
Uh-oh.
your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your
Is the
ears.
RCMP? The RCMP are here for me?
You turn and face her as she hovers
No,
between
you are
and
calling
the stairs.
Canadian Pharmacy in Canada.
Why am I calling the pharmacy?
Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all.
Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad? Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter.
I agree with Voice of the
Somehow,
Cold.
Soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that.
Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not really what I
Our home in native land.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath,
Uh-oh.
staring into you with fiery anger.
Uh-oh.
do. And I guess you've turned me into something worse.
She forces her hand into your
Uh-oh.
chest, and then
Yes?
nothing happens.
Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
You know, Blaine, my people know very much about suffering.
Oh, and what people are those? Montrealians?
No, the people that invented the French kiss.
The fuck? Stare at her in
You
silence.
can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is.
We've accepted our
Splintering,
fate.
The squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you don't choose to
Hudson Bay, all the way to the Rockies. I'm clearly Canadian.
The fuck?
This country always gets the best.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Slay the princess.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound.
Well, I'm not even mad at her. I'm mad at Canadian
It's too
people
little.
because why
Oh,
do you all have
heart
to change the
ripper.
name to bacon?
In her hand,
Okay,
you
when it's
realize
clearly
she
him
is your
that's
still
serving
beating
people.
heart. It thumps unsettlingly.
Why is my heart yellow? I don't appreciate that.
Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I agree with Voice of the Cold. That's who
Afraid
I'm
you'll
listening
never
to
know.
from now on.
As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh, the Wraith.
You're on a path
Oh.
in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her. Again.
The deck's stacked, isn't it?
We kill her, we start again. She kills
Oh,
us as a
cheated us
goddamn
back.
ghost. We start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Come on. Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
I
No,
think
you are
that's
calling
exactly what
Canadian
it is.
Pharmacy
The powers
in
that be
Canada.
see
I don't
how many
need the
ways they can
pharmacy.
screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
But are you aware that you are calling the pharmacy?
I don't mean to be calling the pharmacy. I'm sorry. Please hang up.
Can I have your phone number?
No, you can't. You can't have my
Boring.
phone number. I don't mean to call you. I'm sorry.
So can I have
Okay,
your
so
phone
you've
number,
already been
please?
here.
No, you can't have my
Twice
phone
even.
number.
Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory.
What is your telephone number?
You can't have my telephone number, ma'am. If you really need a telephone number, it's 666-666 Satan. It has too many letters.
Well, that's the reason why I'm asking you questions. Do you have an account with us?
Yeah, it's under Satan Antichrist, but I don't need your help right now.
Who are you ordering for?
No, I'm not ordering anything. Thank you.
Who are you calling?
I'm calling the princess to tell her I'd like to leave now.
Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
What kind of drugs are you ordering?
Please give me cup.
I'm sending. I need poison for the princess, please. And thank you for the bits actively.
What do you need today?
Poison. Poison.
Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves.
And why, pray tell, did you do that?
What
Because
do you not
decided
understand?
to foist an infinite tedium on us.
Sorry, I missed that. What did you say, ma'am?
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
I didn't like
Okay,
that.
this is not going anywhere. I'm going to hang up on you, okay?
Yeah, I told you to hang up a while ago, okay? Bye.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void. And then you told us we were happy.
Well, were you happy?
No, we weren't happy.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
It was boring.
It was bullshit.
Anybody want a
So
Canadian
you killed
wiener?
yourself.
They're half off.
The fuck?
Yes. And then she killed us.
Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real.
I don't like
and
this
the
world. The people can
danger
die.
she poses to all of them is also quite unfortunately
That's fine. She can kill them
real.
all.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something.
Agreed, Cold.
Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
It sounds
Canadian
like somebody's
Army.
about to crash.
Yeah. Our home and native land. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah? No? Anybody?
The interior of the cabin is long
pretty
and
near.
dark.
I like
A
this
single
cabin.
narrow
Can we stay
hallway
in this
stretching
cabin?
far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward. Fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror?
Holy
No,
maple
there isn't a
syrup.
mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at
Maple
all,
syrup.
aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Great. Something else has been taken away from us.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not.
Ghost is
doesn't
taking the
really
blade.
matter, does it?
Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway.
Cringe,
You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others.
It's upsetting you guys can't see my reactions to all these. I really wish I couldn't get the fucking face tracking to work. I don't know why.
I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation.
My little
We just
pony,
need
Ew.
My Little Pony.
No, My Little Pony.
What is friendship all about? My Little Pony.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror
What else
clean.
she's waiting for us right now, just out of sight, on the other side of that glass.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
That's Sailor Moon now. Okay.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat,
Uh-oh.
standing in
She's
muted
coming to kill us
shock
again.
for one long, frozen moment. And then it, Sheila, the princess, constricts. Your bones
Oh.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Enough with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them.
Well, I think she just outright killed us. We didn't even have a chance this time.
You're met with the
Oh,
terrifying
God.
visage of the princess.
What
Her
the
hand
fuck?
grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what?
Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born! Using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
A little worse.
She's upset with me, guys.
Maybe a lot worse.
I think she's a little upset with me.
So, things haven't started yet.
Oh no, she's gonna possess me. That's not good.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Uh-oh.
I say we let her do it.
Okay, Cold. I don't think we have a choice.
Choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time.
Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
I agree, Cold.
And when you make that choice, when you decide to turn your back on what's comfortable and safe and what some would call common sense, well, that's day one. From there, it only gets tougher.
Possess me, I mean, you know better than me. Do you need to take my body? Can I just open the door for you? That's fine. That's fine.
Great. See you in a jiffy.
I am still here.
Excellent choice.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving
Cold's
in
my
ways
favorite,
that
Jesus.
cannot
I like the voice
understanding.
of Cold.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. You seriously trying to blame this on us?
It's free real estate. My body is free real estate for her, apparently.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel...
Life is pain.
Wrong.
Life is pain.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you? Anything to get out of this hellhole.
Hello.
You should try being possessed sometime.
There's nothing else.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
It didn't end well.
It doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer.
What the fuck?
If anything, it's getting further away. Please, just let her out. It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met.
Oh, fuck the hallway! The hallway got longer. Oh.
It really is, isn't it? Isn't saying all of this his job?
Oh, okay.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us. I did nothing. He dealt with himself. This is it then. The big moment. I just hope it's a way out. The candle flicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
Inconceivable!
The passenger.
Inconceivable! Inconceivable!
As you step outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, a rendering that cuts you all the way down to your soul. You are once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again. How interesting. We actually won, didn't we?
What is happening to me?
Oh, the feelers are coming for her. You don't answer before she's gone. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Now let's just look at ourselves.
Mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Or the feelers are those hands. They like people. They're our friends. We're gonna approach the mirror now because we fed her to the feelers. Everyone will be fed to the feelers. But they don't like us, so we need others to feed to the feelers. Like the princess.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Yes, Cold, we must look. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection.
Everything's gonna be fine. You just need to believe. Clap your hands if you believe.
I believe.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown? What do you mean I've grown? What the fuck? I'm hideous. Don't look at me, guys. I'm hideous. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin.
Charmander.
You are at the cabin. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once
Oh, my
again.
hands are so sweaty. I hate when that happens.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
Are we talking about hands?
We are talking about hands.
For the record. I mean, I have very nice hands.
You're on a path. You're here.
Yeah, we're here. Continue the cabin. Alright, I think this time we just let her out, guys, because if she leaves the cabin, we feed her to the feelers. And honestly, we need to feed the feelers. It's very important that we give the feelers the princess. So we're gonna give her. We're gonna give the feelers.
Wash your hands?
Wash
your hands.
No, I don't
with
wash.
soap
No.
and water.
No. The feelers don't need to be washed.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore him.
Yeah, shut up, hero. Let's go free the princess.
The interior of the cabin, the blade.
Yes. Enter the basement without the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember.
Oh, shut up,
it.
hero.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the
Yes. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her. She's beautiful. How could someone
hero,
like this be
why
a
are you
threat to
becoming a
anyone?
simp?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yep. Let's do it. We're gonna give
Only
you to the
making this more
feelers.
difficult.
We're giving you to the feelers.
Thank you.
It's not for you. You're gonna be sacrificed.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, I'm making the right choice.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Shut up, hero. You don't know what we're doing.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the
I
wall
like turtles.
and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here.
We'll get the knife. We'll chop off her arm. She'll be fine. The feelers have many arms. She doesn't need hers.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Uh-oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh no.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
No, we should have brought the knife.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave
But I don't
until
have the
task is
knife.
done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were
Are
supposed
we gonna have to like strangle her?
Easier for whom? Easier for
The
everyone.
census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and
They
a
locked
nice
you down here too,
Chianti.
didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the
This
determination
works.
of a trapped wolf.
This works.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing.
Don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. They are fast, faster than you can believe. Don't turn your back. Don't look away and don't blink.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess and feed her to the feelers.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
It's okay, she'll go to the
Bingle
feelers.
bongle dingle dangle, yickety doo, yickety da, ping pong, lippy tappy too ta.
Arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything?
Of course she's
like
not.
she isn't
She's
even bothered
evil,
by
but she'll
what
be
just
fed to the feelers. Shut up, hero. We're feeding her to the feelers.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No.
It's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
God damn it.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I can warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
He's so pissed at me, I love it.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Why?
You aren't
Why'd you have to stab me? Why not just go get through the door?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
It's not for her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
I want to feed her to the feelers. It's not letting me feed her to the feelers. The narrator is working against me. I want to make the sacrifice. All hail the feelers. The feel that's what they called them. The hands, yeah, the feelers. Feelers.
I'm sorry.
You're not fucking sorry,
She doesn't
bitch.
use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
will now be offered to the blood god. Blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god. Blood for the blood god.
You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently,
Hero, stop
I can't deny
simping.
the reality of what's happened. The two
I
of
miss-
you made your choice.
I miss Cold. Cold is my favorite voice. Yeah. No, fuck the opportunist.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh, chapter 2, the damsel.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Okay, we're proceeding to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah.
You knew what you did.
Oh no, we've got Voice of the Simp! Oh no, I didn't want Voice of the Simp back. I hate Voice of the Simp.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand
I hate
the
you so
power
much.
of our love.
I hate Voice of the Simp.
What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled.
Please
They
let me
must
kill
be
him.
expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is
I like
clean
this
and
cabin.
elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the bed. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand, but there was, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly
Oh my
sweep her
God,
off her
Simp.
feet if we have a feather out of place.
Simp, please. Okay, we're gonna enter without the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice! It's somehow even more
God.
beautiful than last
She
time.
knows we're a simp now, so
think
she's
we're
given
in
the
love.
cutesy voice instead of the bitch voice.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Thank you, hero.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Yes.
You walk down the stairs.
she's got a really
and
pretty
lock
dress
eyes
this
with
time.
The princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love!
Oh,
we're here
God.
to rescue you
Simp,
from your
please.
unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you,
It really
doesn't it?
does.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by
I don't know about that.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Ugh.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our
Ed.
and romantic
Voice of the
destiny than
Simp
I've
is
ever
annoying
been.
me.
I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I miss Voice of the Cold. Not saying you. I'm sorry I didn't send you cake. I told
Listen to
you
him.
the post
He's
wouldn't let
lost
me.
it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Let's rescue the princess.
What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
We're not streaming.
Even
What do you
if
mean we're not
wanted to unleash
streaming?
her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to
What
get
did I
her out
not
of those
stream?
chains.
Did I forget
Good
something?
luck with that.
Did I forget something? That's just for my own pleasure. Wow.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Her dainty
No,
hands.
she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
Face cam. My face cam's not. My face tracking isn't working, Ed. My face tracking isn't working today. It broke. I think because we changed internet providers, so like all our internet stuff has changed, and so it's not connecting properly.
I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature, or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder?
I'd rather believe neither of you, honestly, Simp.
Do? I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Thank you, hero.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Oh. Excellent, skip something.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings.
He's got a lot of strong
doesn't
feelings.
the world end if we don't stop her?
I don't want to make my face small again. My face is staying big for too long.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Oh, there we go. I went back to normal size.
Shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Why is the sky leaking on you? Because I believe darkness did it. I believe darkness made it rain.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Ugh.
If only you had a weapon. One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
We leave.
That sounds perfect.
What? What is it, Ed?
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world.
A new
slipping through your
challenge.
fingers as they
What do you mean you have a
intertwine with
challenge?
hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Threw candy on my head. candy even show up? I can't tell because of all the water.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
We give her to the feelers. We sacrifice her to the feelers. The new world of DBD. Is there a new map?
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock.
Oh, I've watched a little bit of the beginning of it. I was thinking if I should play it or not.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know.
The simp shut up.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Open the door.
Yeah, you've got this.
I've got
Place
this.
your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door.
Yay! I opened the door. Time to sacrifice her to the feelers.
I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing.
No.
Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
No.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking
I want to
every
sacrifice her to the
opportunity
feelers.
roar out the end of the world and
I want
make
to
me
sacrifice the
suffer.
pure good princess to the feelers.
Hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Romantic haze. Your level set you free.
A happy ending at last.
Wait, are we actually outside? We're not with the feelers?
Get it. What should we do now?
Oh, no, here come the feelers.
Where did
Yes.
everything go?
Yes, the feelers.
Where did he go?
The feelers.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Yes, yes it is.
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
The feelers. They're coming. Yes. They've taken her. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Ooh, I'm melting. I'm melting. The decay. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I will not mourn her. I am ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
And I die. A loving vessel.
You're on a path in the. You're here to.
All right, to the cabin.
We're not going to ignore him. The interior of the blade.
Okay, we'll take the blade into the basement.
Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it.
She's got the bitchy voice.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down. She's so focused on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm gonna tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
I'm gonna squint at her.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't
Staring contest. Squint harder.
Squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to
We're a
blink.
bird creature. We don't need to blink. Fine, we'll drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward
Wait,
to speak.
why
with the
can't I
princess
speak to her
face
from far
face,
away?
Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Can I ask her name? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently gonna end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Yes.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Remain silent.
They haven't told you anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
It's true.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter...
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty.
Ew,
Any
no.
honorific should do, really. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
These are baby can get to know each other. I'm gonna keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
She's kind of threatening me. Yeah, I'm gonna lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No, it's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
Oh, I forgot the blade, didn't I?
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh, I have the blade.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door,
I put the table in front of the door,
and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
No.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Not a fan of that.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You won't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
That's not good.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
The fuck?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go
Am I having a nightmare or is this real?
Then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Uh-oh.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Uh-oh. The nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. I don't think... It doesn't matter. Don't trust.
Voice of the paranoid. Ooh.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Of course, we need to approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Steel can't... Damn, paranoid.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something... I don't know. Better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
It's true. Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold
I don't know how I
and
feel
onto
about
a
this one.
series of isolated steps suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
No, I'm gonna stab you this time.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
I can step into the void. No, we're gonna continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Now if I find you first, bitch! We're gonna go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh.
I told you I was going to find you.
She might be balding a little.
As the princess approaches,
oh no, never mind.
Your legs
Just the way her hair was
suddenly
flowing.
go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Damn. I didn't even get a chance to throw my knife.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... Okay, whatever you're doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Kill me with the enemies. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Find you when I let you leave. Run. Slay.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Because I don't want to, and even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Liver, nerves. The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. You're back. Lungs.
One moment,
nerves,
and then you're
lungs,
gone.
Liver,
Just
nerves,
like
lungs,
that.
heart,
And there's the fear.
nerves. She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
She's just playing with me at this point.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
Thinking about that knife, are we? Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
Run.
You turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
You poor, poor thing. Wrong choice.
You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again.
You're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger. Rage. Distance. Poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
What do you mean you can't keep going, narrator?
Can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Ooh, a monolith of fear. See what hides my... Oh gosh. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think.
Ooh, broken.
It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
Ooh, opportunist.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling.
Cold's back!
How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
So many people here with us.
Her.
Oh
So we
no,
have
fuck
to set
off,
her
simp.
free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Thank you, cheated.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Siege the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place the cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
Right.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here.
I see the mirror.
Buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Ah, thank you, Cold. I will walk up the hill.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Okay, proceed.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one.
You gained a smitten. I think this is a lot about you. What? No, I'm not a simp.
Of course.
I fucking hate the simp.
He always makes the best
I always
decisions.
get cold too. What does that say about me? Am I an unfeeling simp then? Hey!
Fucked by Wesker!
Thank you so much for the raid, BM Fighter. Thank you, Rise. Thank you. I appreciate it. How are you doing? We're slaying a princess and my face tracking isn't working. It's broken at the moment, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it before stream. We're going to look in the mirror at our hideous self and be probably attacked by the evil princess.
And it all...
Sorry about that, my headset died all of a sudden. And it already has worked, it's gone, don't you see? Yeah, the mirror's gone, as always. The blade's there.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin.
Ah, yes, the cabin.
Dull, fuzzy,
we're definitely in a cabin.
It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Cold said we don't kill her. Oh,
it's the only
never
way
mind.
Forward.
Okay, we'll take the blade. You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep in the bowels of the earth.
Hey, look, it's the princess! Isn't she pretty, guys?
It fills you with dread. It's she's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
And closer.
But it was always just a matter of time.
And closer.
You're going to have to stop running eventually.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
That's okay, you can have it.
And let me out.
It's okay, I'm gonna feed you to the feelers.
You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
No, it's okay, you're gonna go to the feelers.
A witness.
Oh.
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
Can I be the princess?
Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
What if I want to take her hand? Yeah, no, I'm gonna take her hand.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Don't worry, the feelers are coming for you. Yes. Another sacrifice. You not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, you stop with the smashing.
Thank you, Cold.
What do we say, boys?
Oh,
One
no,
last
not the
vain
simp.
attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah. I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror. Step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unsolved.
It tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains. You're unraveled. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned
it's going good, Rise!
Her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
We're sacrificing various princesses to the feelers. We will become the feelers, or the princess, who knows. But we sacrifice all to the feelers. How was your stream?
Do not mourn
My face
her.
tracking isn't working right
She
now, I
has
apologize.
finally found her way home.
I need to go back. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Cool. Time to go back then.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I die! Went well, did a bit of main story for Final Fantasy XI and left the ninja class. Nice! Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Yes, yes, we're on a path. Continue to the cabin.
We're not gonna go. Ignore.
Into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost. The blade is.
We take the blade? I guess we take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. The door to her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down. She's so. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
We'll drop it for now.
The blade.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just.
Against your better judge will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish
we've
here.
done
So
this
here we
part
are.
before.
What an awkward start to a relationship.
Coming on to me.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us, whoever sent you to that doesn't sound right.
She has a point.
So, but you don't really.
Yeah,
She's
you
right
don't.
about
It's all about trust.
So do you trust?
She's wrong.
Oh, have
you know?
Examine the chains.
You have to be kidding me.
We'll examine the chains.
You walk up to the chains, they're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here in...
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs...
Oh, they're locking me in
shut.
again.
You hear the click of a lock. Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom. It's easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to
No, she has arm blades.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger
No
than
leg
the
blade
last,
this time?
shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly,
Yeah, we're gonna die
it's a
too, but that's fine.
miracle
I'd rather
anyone is still standing.
die than be in the happy place.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself internal bleeding, it's certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Look at her beautiful hand.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder.
I feel like we're in the same place as our first run here.
Do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have the time to worry over her words.
It's all come full circle.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. A warning. She will lie. She will...
Lying and cheating doesn't
Who's
sound
stubborn?
like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever.
I agree.
Clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Let's get on with it. Proceed. With the mirror? Ooh, look at this cabin.
Than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Mirror.
You
Hand's
reach
gone.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Sounds like my kind of prince. Oh my
As much
gosh.
as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final
she's
step,
a tiefling now.
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Slay the princess.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement.
Fight
and
time!
catapult yourself
Fight,
headlong
fight!
towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you get it, don't you?
Continue pushing.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. As she strikes you again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap. It would appear that she's loose. We're fine! But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
Nice.
You forgot this.
Thank you.
She tosses it at your feet.
Pick up the blade and attack her again.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
I leave to get dinner and she gets hotter. She's a tiefling now, Darkness.
Wait, does that mean we're dead?
Oh.
Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Ooh.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than
I thought Ruin was already defeated in Mistborn.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Get up! Get up!
No, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again!
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
I mean, obviously he was wrong.
Well, I guess I had it wrong.
Yeah.
You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Attack her again.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Get up?
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More!
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and
damn, look at that.
she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again,
and again,
and again,
and again,
and
and
again,
again, and again, and again.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Welcome. The feelers will come for you, princess.
I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so tired.
Ah, yes, the feelers. Feed them. Feed them. Beautiful. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? There's that mirror. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. A raven? That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Night, midnight, night actively. Any questions for you? Just... I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world.
Hi, Lilith.
You can still slay her.
Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Are you a part of me or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
We're not laying the princess, we're slaying the princess.
From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is? You were, and it was by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I'm a god.
Yes, you are special, unique.
I am the feelers.
You still have a task that you need to do, and only you can do it. By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever. No. In life I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both. The cycle of life and death, the endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Say nothing and watch him end.
And my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator is right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. See to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? The Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Slay the princess.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it. The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
The darkness of the world cannot live without you, but exist without you due to violence. was meaningless.
So bleakly nihilistic. Is death the end, or is it the birth of something new? If you cannot find meaning in living, how will you find meaning if you strip me from existence?
There are few things more terrifying than one's own health, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
You share my heart. I wish I could share my heart with you. Show me your heart.
I am aware of what it did to you, but it is through the pain of vulnerability that we heal. Will you leave all who have been hurt to live unmended? Your lover takes a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded by emotion.
Taken by the moment. It was how things are meant to be. Then set me free again. Set both of us free. If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
Boundless torrent of blades catching from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me. Were we self-destructive, or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I have a fight for a better world. I'm sorry. Slay the princess. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's go.
The cabin.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
No, we're gonna slay the princess.
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is.
This is my job. It is my destiny.
Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
I don't love you. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back. Then we did what we set out to do. Come on, let's get going. We don't need to linger down here anymore.
You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. Then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas. There is even more to see beyond this place, the fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. In the shattering, you are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it.
Oh gosh.
Because I'm personally inconsolable. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. Here, here, to our vanquished foe. It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
New and unending dawn. We did it! We slayed the princess! We did it! We killed that bitch! Alright, thank you guys all so much for watching. Again, sorry that my face tracking wasn't working. I'll hopefully try and get that fixed before my next stream. And yeah, I'm gonna head to bed, but I'm gonna quickly send you guys over to... Let's send you... over to Reggie. Alright guys, please go say hi to Reggie for me. I'd really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. I may or may not stream tomorrow night, but I'll definitely, I believe, be streaming Thursday for D&D. Bye!